that all the nations are now doing to the Son of Man what Nebuchadnezzar was doing to Daniel in the corresponding story. So Daniel interpreted the 4-part statue dream. Nebuchadnezzar bowed down to the royal seed, right? Then 4 monstrous kingdoms are dealt with forever, and the Son of Humanity is elevated to the divine throne. Then all the nations serve in allegiance to him, human ruler. It's like it's the same thing, just inverted. And now the Son of Man is the head, not Nebuchadnezzar. And all this is just a meditation on Genesis 1 through 3, where the humans give up their role, the embodiment of divine rule, to an animal and to a distorted vision of their own identity. Terrible news. Good evening and happy after the Sabbath day. Shalom, shalom. Welcome back to Study the Bible, Not the Sermon TV. This is Mehalot, the slow Genesis walkthrough. I am Brother Nicodemus O. Smith. That's O. Not S. Go. No relation. But if this is your first time here, welcome to where we have come to understand strange Bible stories. If you move by something you see, hear, or read while you're here, please smash that like button, hit subscribe, and then slide on our notifications bell. So we learned last week that the book of Daniel so far is a meditation on the distorted human images and what humans become when they don't acknowledge any power or wisdom higher than themselves. They become animals. However, God's at work in Babylon to elevate the true royal seed still. Then we get to Daniel 7, and he has a dream about 4 Ninja Turtle-like mutant beasts, just terrible beasts, right? And he's told that each one of them symbolizes a human kingdom. So the 4 metals of the statue represent these 4 mutant beasts. Nebuchadnezzar just became a beast for a minute. And then so boom, here's the scene right here. In the dream, these beasts do terrible violence, damage, and trampling. Especially this 4th beast, Daniel 7:7 says, terrifying, dreadful beast, iron teeth, terrible dental implants, devouring, breaking, stamping, right? This is the culmination of it all. When humans have deified themselves in their own created structures, we become less than human. Just look at our behavior. Google mob mentality. A group of people, that's a monster. So this 4th monster going crazy, and then in Daniel's dream, he watches as thrones are set in heaven, and a figure called the Ancient of Days comes, and he sits on the throne. He's the eternal one. He's above. His vesture is like snow. His hair is like wool. Flames of fire, wheels of fire too, right? River of fire, right? What's happening here? In the Psalms, it's a river of water. When God's come to consume them corrupt human structures, the river becomes fire, and it's going to pour out and consume everything that's destructive, like the inverted river of life. And the heavenly host, remember the stars is there, if you will, and then one coming in a cloud. And this is all happening in the sky because ultimately the land rulers will also rule the sky. Then the heavenly court calls to order. God's going to render justice on the monsters of human history. And so what happens is that the beast is slain and thrown into the river of fire. Then I kept looking, verse 13. And I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. So it's the son of Adam, or the son of Adam is the Son of Man, on a cloud coming up into the royal throne temple. Verse 14. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Turn up. And see that all the nations are now doing to the Son of Man what Nebuchadnezzar was doing to Daniel in the corresponding story. So Daniel interpreted the 4-part statue dream. Nebuchadnezzar bowed down to the royal seed, right? Then 4 monstrous kingdoms are dealt with forever, and the Son of Humanity is elevated to the divine throne. Then all the nations serve in allegiance to him, human ruler. Right? It's like it's the same thing, just inverted. And all this is a meditation on Genesis 1 through 3, where the humans give up their role as the embodiment of a divine ruler to an animal and to a distorted vision of their own identity. It's as if the hope for that coming seed is bound up in one line in Genesis 1 through 3. But then throughout the whole Old Testament, it keeps getting divided up into these different characters, priests, prophets, and kings. And they all kind of do good, maybe for one or two stories. Shout out to Abraham, shout out to Jacob. But then they fail. And then all those threads come crashing back into each other like a mashup in Daniel chapter 7. I hope that was enough to chew on until next week, when you should slide on us again. And we're going to take this idea of the image of God and the concept into the New Testament. And then we're going to look at how Jesus and the Pharisees interacted around the story of Daniel 7. Because everybody grew up on this story, just we didn't. When they was getting ready to condemn Jesus to death during his fake trial, this literally comes up. And Lord willing, we will analyze it in about 7 days. But until then, we up.